Sue from the Beehive. Today I'm going to show you how to make some cute monogram note cards. And this first one here, I'm just using one initial. And then for this other note card, I'm using all three of my initials. So I use the Sophisticated Serif stamp set, and this stamp set comes with both sizes of capital letters, so you can do a true monogram here. And then I've added a little bit of something special to the monogram note cards. I've added the Something Board Designer Series paper. And this paper is great because it just has two colors in it, Sahara Sand and Whisper White. So you can add any other color to it, like I've done here with my monogram card. I've just used Bermuda Bay. And you can just choose whatever color that the person likes that you're making these cards for, or the color that you like if you're making them for yourself, and it's just easy peasy. So let me show you how I go about making these. So let's get started, and I will make this one right here with the with all of my initials on it. So you want to start off with a piece of Whisper White cardstock that is 3 1/4 inches by 2 1/8 inches. And I am going to take the Sahara Sand ink pad and open it up. And I'm also going to take this frame from the Sophisticated Serif stamp set here. And I'm going to ink this one up right here. And then I'm just going to center it right on top of this Whisper White piece. So if you come down right on top of it, like that, you should have, I've cut it so it's kind of the perfect size to fit the frame, so you don't have to do any more cutting. Just let that sit for a second, and then when you lift up, it's actually going to stick probably. And then you can just lift it off. And let's go ahead right away and do a second frame so that I have it ready for my next note card. So let's go ahead and just stamp a second one. And center it like that. Okay, I'll set that one aside. And then I'm going to put my Sahara Sand ink pad away, and we're going to need the Bermuda Bay ink pad. Let me open that up right here. And I have taken what my initials are. So I've got Quintana and Brenda and Lynn. So if you have trouble like me, I had no clue how to do a monogram before this. So I will post a link to a site that tells you exactly how to, where to put your initials, but your last name is the big middle one. So that's what I did. I did Quintana as my last one. And since none of mine repeat, like at least with the big initial, if you're doing it like I did here, you don't have to worry about it because it's just going to be one initial, and you won't need to have a duplicate. But say I had a B for a first name and B for a middle name, then I would have to stamp the B twice, and I wouldn't be able to line it up like this. But because I have different initials for all three, I'm able just to put it on one block, which makes it a lot easier and faster for me. So let me go ahead and just ink this up. Make sure you've got good ink coverage. And then I'm just going to go ahead and center this. Now, it's hard for me to see without sticking my head right in the camera because I'm not hovering right above it. Let me see if I can get that right. Okay, that's not bad. So that is just the one that you would use for this one. And then let's go ahead right away and do just my single Q. So I'm going to just peel this off of my block and put it on a different size block so it's not quite as big. Okay, and then I'm just going to ink it up and stamp it right in the center like that. Okay, and then to add a little bit, like over here on this card, I've added some little flowers. The stamp set comes with some different little flowers. You can choose which one you want. And I've just chosen these ones. And I'm coming back with Sahara Sand because I really want my initial to pop out more than anything else. So to make this a little easier, I'm going to turn it on its side like this, and then I can kind of see a little bit better where I want to stamp it. And then let me bring this around and match it up on the other side. Perfect. Okay, and then what I like to do is I wanted to mat it up and bring that blue back in, or whatever color you're using, bring it back in. So I've got Bermuda Bay right here, and I've cut this piece to 3 3/8 inches by 2 1/4 inches. And we're just going to go ahead and take some Tombow glue. Let me see if I can get this going here. Just going to put a little bit on the back like that, and then just go ahead and center it. I've left very little on the edges. I just want a little hint to peek out and kind of bring back the blue in my monogram. And I've cut this one to the same size. And just a little bit of glue. Put that on like that. And center it. Okay. And then we need, I'm using Whisper White note cards because you know I like these so much because they're already pre-cut and pre-scored. If you don't have a Whisper White note card, you can make your own. And I've cut, you would just cut this to 7 inches by 5 inches and then score in half at the 3 1/2 inch mark. So I'm going to keep these open right now. Just to make it easier, let me just move some of this stuff out of the way, and we'll put this back over here. Okay, and then I've got some of the Something Borrowed paper already cut, and each of these pieces is cut to 2 1/2 inches by 3 1/2 inches. So I'm just going to go ahead, and it's nice because there's 3 different types of sheets of the Something Borrowed paper. So you have 6 patterns because they're double-sided. So I'll show you in a second how cool this will look if you do one of each kind. So putting a little bit of adhesive on the back, and I'm just going to line this up on the one side right here. Let's make sure it's right to the corner. Okay. And then do the same for the other one. Line it up on the corner. It's easier sometimes if you pick it up and you can kind of aim it with your, use the edge of your fingers to kind of make sure it got right to the edge. Okay. And then to pop this up just a little bit, I thought it'd be nice to use dimensionals. So let's go ahead. Probably, I'd say 6 would be a good number, so put 1 on each corner and then 1 in the center would be really, really good just to hold it up. And that way, when you see this layer, it's really going to pop out from the card and look really nice. I think like when you do something like this, I'm just removing the backing, this makes a really nice gift set. I know Mother's Day is coming up, or sometimes people like to do them for teachers or for weddings, like for thank you cards, or just some stationery with the married initial. And you can, that website that I told you about, it tells you how to do different types of names, like if they're hyphenated or whatever the combination is, just to make it a little easier. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down on here like that. And then just one more little thing that you can do for these ones. I don't really have a place to put pearls on this one, but on this one right here, we can put some pearls. Let me grab my piercing tool. It's easier to pick up things on the piercing tool. And I like this medium-sized pearl for this card. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick this up on my piercer and put it down. That. Okay, that looks good. And then you can go ahead and fold it and use your bone folder to smooth out the crease there. And same with this one. Okay, and so I made a bunch of the ones with the Q on it. Where did I put them? Ah, right here. I made a bunch of them with a Q with all the different patterns of paper so that you get in there. And it's, I think, well, here's my duplicate. Here's all the different patterns that you get. And then this one too. So it looks really nice when you have them together as a set. So you can make a set of 6. And then what I thought, like, how are we going to give this? So you grab 6 of the envelopes, and then you grab all the note cards and you stack them up. And then I grabbed one of these cellophane bags. This is a gusseted cellophane bag. It's 4 inches by 10 inches. And you can take all of your, let's open this up a little bit. Take all of your note cards and put them inside here, right? Okay, and then just kind of taking this off camera, that's not good. Just kind of situate them all in the bag, like this. And then, okay, so now we need a little something to tie it with. So I thought this Venetian crochet trim would look kind of cool. So I'm just gonna cut like maybe, let me just cut maybe 8 inches of that and kind of bring this in together, and then we can tie this up like so. And if you want, if you cut a little longer, you can make a little bow out of it. But like, isn't that cute? Like, you could definitely give that as a little gift, and it, you know, it doesn't take long to package, or you can make a little box for it. But this is just like a quick and easy way to package them up. And there you go, like some really easy monogram note cards that can be personalized with the initials and the colors of the person. So all the supplies you'll need to make these cards are available for purchase on my blog. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Bye for now.